Hello students, today we discuss about the reproduction in sphagnum gametophyte. In the sphagnum, the vegetative and asexual reproduction is takes place. In that, this sexual reproduction is the dominant, and in that they are having the diploid phase, and there is the sexual reproduction is takes place by the fertilizations of the male and female sex organ. The male sex organ in sphagnum is called as Anthridia, and female sex organ is called as the Archegonium. So as you know, at the first you have to mention the introductory part of the sphagnum and then move towards the reproduction in sphagnum. So as you know, the sphagnum having the two stages, gametophytic and sporophytic. In gametophyte, it is haploid dominant stage and it is independent generation. And this gametophytic body is reproduces vegetatively and sexually. In sporophyte, it is in diploid stage. The sporophyte, it is in dependent and it is recessive generation. The sporophyte is reproduces by the asexually with the help of spores. So let's discuss about the gametophytic generation. So gametophytic generation is takes place by the vegetative as well as sexually. So in the vegetative reproduction, these special branches are arises from the vegetative body, and these branches mostly arises from the exiles of the leaves of the main axis. When these branches will be separated from the base of the if these death of the basal cells will be takes place, these branches will be separated, and the separated branches will grow as a new gametophytic individual. So this is the way from which the vegetative reproductions will take place. Then move towards the sexual reproduction. So sexual reproduction, it is in sphagnum plant, it is oogamous type. That means the male gametes are the motiles and female gametes are stationary. So in the sphagnum plant, it is some species are the unisexual and some are the bisexual. So what is unisexual? Unisexual, that means the male sex and female sex both are present on the different thallus, that is heterothallic or unisexual. And some species are the bisexual, that means the male and female both sex organs are present on the same thallus. Then in sphagnum, mostly the protandrous conditions are observed. Protandrous conditions, that mean if for the cross fertilization, these Anthridium are mature first before the Archegonium. If these after the maturations of the Archegonium, Anthridium is produces, then they will be affected the fertilization. So these Anthridiums mature first, then the Archegonium. Then let's move towards the male sex organ body, that is the Anthridia. So these Anthridia are mostly present on the or they develop on the nodes of the main stem. In that these on these nodal portions of the stem, these anthridial bracts are developed. This anthridial, or which is also called as the perigonial leaves. So these anthridial bracts produces or they bears the anthridium on its axil. So this is the structure in that you have to see the anthridium. At the sides of the anthridial bracts are there, and in that these anthridium are present. These anthridium having the long stalk and the capsule. This capsule, which is single jacket layer, and they contains the androcytes mother cells. So the structures of the Anthridium, it is globular in shape and having the stalks and body. These Anthridium are having the long stalks which is consist 2 to 4 rows of the cells, and the body it is globular. This globular body it is covered by the single layer, that is jacket layer, and in that they enclosing the fertile cells, that is the androcytes mother cell. So when these androcytes mother cells goes to the metamorphosis and they forms the anthrozoids. So these anthrozoids are nothing but the male gametes. If these anthrozoids is elongated, spiral and biflagellated motile structures, and they also the haploid and haploid which contains the single nucleus. When these anthridium will be mature, they will be absorbs water and they are bursting. After the burstings of the anthrozoids, the anthridium, the anthrozoids or male gametes will be liberated and they will be swims in the archae, or they will be swims in water for searching of the archegonium. Similarly, the Archegonium structures are same. These Archegonia develop on the nodes of the main axis. In between, the sphagnum plant develop the archegonial bracts on the nodal position, and these bracts are short green color bud like appearance, and they are also present on the axil. When these the structures of the mature Archegonium, it is look like the flask shape. They are having stalk and solo and venter. These contains the long narrow neck. The stalk is very short and they are attached to the Archegonium. Then venter consists the venter canal cells and egg cells. The neck is made by the 6 to 9 vertical rows of the neck cells. These about 6 to 9 neck canal cells are there. Then at the apical there is the neck cells, which is also having the 4 cover cells. So this is the structure of Archegonium. In that at the base there is the venter. In that egg cells and venter canal cells are there, and these upper part which is neck, which contains the 6 to 9 neck canal cells. When these Archegonium will be mature, these neck canal cells will be disintegrates and they form the malic acid, and after these cover cells will be open for entering the anthrozoids. Anthrozoids will be entered through these cover cells and they unite with the egg cells. And after the unions of these egg cells and venter canal cells, the zygote will be formed. So this is the sexual reproduction takes place in the sphagnum plant. The fertilization is same like the other bryophytes, that is chemotaxis will be takes place, and with the help of the sexual reproduction will be takes place in the sphagnum plant.